Seen black prostitution in Bali. I've seen black prostitution in Thailand, especially in Pattaya. I've seen black prostitution in Malaysia, and I've also seen it in Singapore. So yeah, I just got asked by a Thai police officer, where am I from? This happens a lot. And before y'all be like, oh, it may be because you're dressed, I am fully covered. People don't talk about this, but black prostitution happens a lot overseas, especially in Southeast Asia. This is things that people should talk more about, especially if you're an American traveler and you're a black traveler, or even if you're from African countries and you're just a traveler and you don't sell your body. This is something that should be talked about, just so you can have that heads up, because normally if a police come up or anybody comes to you and they like, where are you from, you'll kind of be irritated, because it's like, what do you mean, where am I from? Why are you asking? But because I know why they're asking, and it don't make it right, but it just helps you have a better approach towards the situation and when it does happen. Because as soon as I say where I'm from, maybe, now they want to joke and laugh and, all right, have a good day, miss, and all of that. But yeah, that's something that I feel like needs to be talked about a lot. I don't know why y'all don't talk about it. Y'all be seeing all them prostitutes on the street. And it's not even about why they there or what happened. It's still the experience that gets formed around it happening, especially if you are just traveling and you're not a sex worker.
Excuse my voice, y'all. I'm coming off a cold, but real quick. A sad realization about this new generation of hoes is y'all are strictly trying to sell ass so you can try to live this fake lifestyle or portray this false image that you're really having something that you're really out here struggling for. You see somebody else have something, some designer bags or whatever, and now you want it. You want a certain lifestyle. Because back in the day, them hoes back in the day, it was a life or death type of thing. That's why they was out there selling ass. It was a last resort type of thing. Lights finna get cut off. Water finna get cut off. I need food in the fridge for these kids. I'm finna get evicted. I don't get paid till next week, but I got bills due tomorrow. So I gotta go out here and sell that ass. That's why them hoes back in the day was doing it. Y'all hoes now, y'all ain't even really struggling for real. Y'all just wanna say, hey, look at me, I got a new wig. Y'all wanna sell ass. So for a bag, for some shoes, for an Instagram post, so you can look like you live in a certain lifestyle for strangers on the internet that don't give two damns about you.
Hey, yo, this is what I've been talking about. Black men, this is what I've been talking about. Their image on a global level, it's poor. Hold on. If you guys have Arabic friends or you've been to any Middle Eastern country, they kind of have like the white worship over there too. It's like a different level of white supremacy over there as well, right? Those guys believe that if I was to get with a black woman, it has to be when I'm a poor man, right? If you guys talk to African women, they talk about how, listen, you have Middle Eastern men, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Qatar, Dubai. What they'll do is they will fly into Africa or do it online, but they're asking black African women, yo, listen, come to my country, right? And specifically Dubai. I don't know what it is about Dubai, but they'll ask black women, African women to come to Dubai, and they will chain them up in the basements and do all types of heinous things to them. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but yeah, but that's what they're doing. They're not doing that to their own women, but to who? Black women, right? Also with the Arabic men, they understand that if I have, because we all know the Muslim religion, the Arabic guys go pretty extreme with it. If he has money, he's like a put together man. He's not going to marry a black woman because he's going to feel pressure from his community. Why are you with the black woman? It doesn't even have to be an African black woman. It could be a black woman from their societies. Trust me, due to the location of Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Yemen, all those countries right there along the eastern coast of Africa, yes, you have black women of those populations, right? African descent, but she's half Arabic as well. Those guys will not marry those black women. Those guys are not getting into relationships with those black women. You know what I'm saying? And if he does, he gets shamed by his own people. He gets shamed by his mother and his father. It's crazy, right? So not only that, I just told you guys in the previous video, you have European men, white American men who go into Africa, and guess what they're doing? Having sex with black women, and right there in Africa, all these countries, dude, from west to south to east. Trust me, and a lot of times these guys are not paying them. They're not paying them, and if they are paying them, listen, black men, she probably can't even go buy a meal, or at the very most, that's the most she can get is a meal, right? When we look at the fact that over here in America, when you have white guys getting with black women, these dudes don't spoil black women, right? They don't do that. Yo, salute to AC. Shout out to him, right? When he made the video about what's the shorty name? Dang, I forgot the shorty name. The one who was with the football player. Why are their names eluding me right now? You know who I'm talking about, the dude with the Kansas City Chiefs, right? When he was with that black woman, right? He was only paying her, or I'm sorry, he didn't even pay her. But as far as the money he spent within the relationship, he only spent what, $100 over the course of 5 years? So $20 per year? And I think AC did the math on it. I was like, what, 5 cents per day or something like that? I'm like, come on, dude. You had a rich, famous white man with a black woman and no money was spent. Hold on. Let's break it down to just the average people. Yo, I've been to like, thrift malls and thrift stores, and I've been to like the farmer's market a lot of times. There's certain places you can go, right, where you'll see black women with white men, because white men, first of all, we know they're cheap. White women know they're cheap, right? These dudes, if they're cheap with white women, you think when he gets with a black woman, he's going to be spending a whole bunch of money? But black women, in their mind, they're thinking because he's white, it means he has money. Hold on. In one of my videos, I broke it down a long time ago. Yo, between the average white man and the average black man here in America, the white guy's only making somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000 more, because we know there is a pay discrepancy. And again, you being a black man, they're not going to offer you the same salary as a white man. We know that. We understand that, right? But that's the pay difference, $5,000. With the 400-year head start, black men have been able to catch up since slavery, right? And it's only been not even a full 200 years since slavery has ended, right? I think it's only around like 160, something like that. White men are only making $5,000 more dollars, or 5 to 6, maybe $7,000 more dollars than the average black man. Now, it depends on what companies you're probably talking about. Again, if you work in a mediocre job, dead-end job, that doesn't apply. We're talking more so about guys in white collar, guys in, skilled labor, right? Blue collar jobs. But yeah, come on. That's it. $5,000, $6,000. Yeah. But again, black men, that's the reality behind it. So yes, when you see white men, Arabic men. Oh, wait, hold on. How can I forget about this? You have African women in Asia, right? Like she said, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, believe it or not, China, Korea, South Korea, maybe Japan. You know, some stuff is kept on the low, but listen, you got, and it's mostly African women, not to talk down on African women, but for whatever reason they're doing it, right? Selling box, right? Selling box in these countries. So their image around the world is globally known as being a hoe, being someone who's easy to smash. Hold on. I made a video on my channel like a year ago, 2 years ago. American black women. I think they were in some country in Europe. I don't know if it was Spain. I don't know if it was France or Portugal. We all know how black women in America like to dress, right? Very scantily clad, showing off ass and titties, right? A taxi driver rolled past them. a group of black women asking for sex. Black men, that's my word. A taxi driver, that's my word, black men. A taxi driver drove past a group of black women, American black women, asking for sex. And you would think it's because of how they were dressed. Granted, in that video, yeah, ass cheeks hanging out the bottom, titties propped up, all that good stuff. But black, it's not about the image. It's about what these guys already know, right? Doesn't matter if you're American. Don't matter if you're Central or South American. Don't matter if you're African black woman. Yo, the reality is your image around the planet, you're easy for sex. Your image around the planet is that, listen, if guys want to buy a pussy, this is the cheapest pussy we can buy. That's the reality. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not trying to talk down. And again, when you talk to these other men from other groups, if you ask them, would you date a black woman? Hell no. Would you marry a black woman? Hell no. Granted. And when you do see it, you don't see these guys marrying American black women. What? Like, you don't see that. You don't really see interracial couples with black women here in America. Granted, depending on where you live, you might see it a little bit more. But guys aren't doing this because that's their first preference. That's the difference. That's the big difference, black men. When you see non-black men with black women, you think that's because that was his first choice? Nah. Now you might say the same thing could apply to black men. Not really though. Black men, we know that black women are our first preference. It's the fact that they drive us away because they want to date out. They want to be more recognized by other groups of men because they value those men attention. They value those men lust. They value those men having any kind of interest in you. Hence why when you, especially here in America, it's very telling. When you look at black women who are with non-black men, look at how these dudes don't have to be a stereotypical nigga at all. I'm talking about these dudes can be short. These dudes can be ugly. No tattoos. No money. Black men, I'm talking everything they talk about that they don't want in a black man. These guys can get away with because of what? Skin tone. Skin tone. When it comes to Asian men, yo, why don't you get with the Thai man, the Laotian man, the Vietnamese man, the Malaysian man? You don't get with them because why? Those dudes are melanated. Let's keep it a buck. Right? You go and get with the Chinese man. You go and get with the Korean man. When it comes to the Arabic man, yo, you're not looking for the black Arabic man. You're looking for that pale, pasty, white adjacent Arabic man. When it comes to the Hispanic man, Latino man, you don't go and get with the Dominican. You don't get with the Puerto Rican, maybe the white Puerto Rican, right? You go and get with the Mexican, not the more indigenous looking Mexican man, right? You go and get with the Mexican dude who has the palest skin possible, possibly green eyes. I talk about that one because I saw that one for myself in person. I tried to shoot my shot, or not even shoot my shot. I tried to just speak. I tried to speak to a black John, right? Again, this is the funny part. It's always the attractive ones. It's always the attractive ones, black men. I'm telling you, pay attention, yo. When you see black women who are dating non-black men, it's because those men have a standard. Yo, Hispanic men don't want the torta. He don't want the fat John in his own community. So why would he go and get with a fat black woman? It's crazy, right? Black men. But she's talking about this black prostitution on a world scale. It's because around the world, listen, that's what you're known for. Right? Around the world, you're known for selling your body. It's crazy work, but that's, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, black men. So it affects them, right? And in that second clip, you saw that black woman talking about black women selling their ass. Let's keep it a buck. Black women sell their ass because they lazy. She couldn't even go get a job at Walmart stocking the shelves, man. A Walmart greeter. You know, when you walking out of Walmart and the people want to check your receipts and make sure you're not stealing nothing. Yo, you couldn't even get a job doing that. Right? You couldn't even get a job as a damn cashier, a courtesy clerk at the grocery store, man, bagging groceries. You couldn't even do that, man. Go work at an ice cream shop, Best Buy or something. You had to go sell your ass because you that fucking lazy, right? You can't sit down in school and get no damn degree, right? You probably barely passed high school. So you feel like, yo, well, listen, I want money. And you know what's so funny? Black women who are more accomplished, right? They still look up to those same black women who sell their ass. Man, I'm telling you, man, the image is poor. The image is poor. The image is poor. Yo, I sound like the videos at AC, yo. I'm telling you, when he go poor, 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 that soundtrack is crazy, yo. I'm telling you, it's just poor. Like, their image is dirt. Here in America, the image is dirt overseas. And like I said, black men, when you see black men who are with black women, right? Usually these dudes don't look happy. Usually, you know, it's one of two things. Here's the reality. And we're talking about marriage. When you see black men married to black women in America, it's one of two things. Either one, he out earns her, right? So she is basically shooting up, or you can say that they're pretty much on par, or it's her married to a guy who she's doing better than, which means that she can be in control. You're going to more so see the situation where she's married to a black guy who she can control, versus a black guy being levels above her to where he has control. Right? That's just the reality behind it. You're not going to see that black men have control. Even on the dating level, right? The relationship, the boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. That's all you see. You don't see black men. I'm telling you, if you was to do it by percentage, right? You don't see black men who are so many levels above a black woman, right? You got some anesthesiologist black man, or you have a black man who is an engineer, black man working in tech. You don't have those kind of black men dating a black woman at Walmart or CVS or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. What you see on average is a black woman who is probably doing pretty well, right? Whether it's university educated, good career, or you see the black woman who is a stripper or something, maybe an RN, right? You see her with a black man who is a rapper, trapper, scammer, or a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you see, bro. You don't see these power couples. That's what I'm looking for. You don't see these power couples with black people in America. Black men and black women. You don't see that power couple dynamic. What you see is a black woman who's doing so good with a bum. What you usually see here in America is a black woman who's with a black man, right? A black woman who's usually doing good with a bum. Or you'll see a black man who's doing really good with a black woman who's on the lower tier, right? Rarely you'll see a situation where they're equally yoked. Rarely, black men, but it just is what it is, man. Anyways, black men, like I said, their image around the world is dirt. Now, I get it. Some black men, you feel like, well, listen, I still want to be with a black woman. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I would suggest that you at least go overseas. You know, I'm gonna make a separate video about this, right? Talking about black women overseas. And I'm gonna really break that one down. But anyways, black men, understand that, you know, their image globally is dirt. The image around the world is poor. And there's a reason why when they travel places, yeah, you're getting stopped. You're getting questioned. People want to know, what are you doing over here? Do you have a visa? Right? Do you have money? Because, again, they've been known to do what? Prostitute themselves. Hold on. Let me talk about something real quick. Not only that, black men, think about when you have black women, American, right? Or even maybe European, like the ones who are in London or in Paris. You know, they're flying down to countries like somewhere on the coast of Africa, right? The Ghanas, the Nigerias. Hold on. Dirty December, is that what it's called? Dirty December? Yo, I've been hearing stuff about that. Like, yo, Black Jones be going down there getting stretched. Right? We all know about black women going down to the Caribbean islands, Jamaica being one of them, the Bahamas being one of them, right? Going down to Caribbean islands, getting smashed by dudes. Dominican Republic, you letting the dusty... Yo, come on, son. We know these dudes will have absolute no money, black men. She's going down there to pretty much pay for sex, right? It's been heard down there in Brazil, messing with karaoke men, getting smashed. So you're stingy, right? You picky. You play those nonsense games with black men in America, but when you travel, oh man, you ready to get smashed by any dude walking. It could still be the black man, but because you feel like I have control. Hold on. I want to speak about one more thing. I saw a video clip a while back. I really wish I could find it, man. I really wish I can. It was a white guy, an old white man, right? He was at the park or something like that. Black woman sitting on his lap. And, you know, he's excited. He's grinning from ear to ear, you know, like the Kool-Aid Man smile, the Joker smile, the Grinch that stole Christmas type smile. Like, this dude was smiling, bro, from ear to ear. And he asked her, he said, "Are you American black or African black?" And she said, "American." And she said, "American." And he got sad. So it made me wonder right there, what's the difference? Black men, it's a big difference, because these old white men know that he can't just do anything to the American black women. She's going to draw the line somewhere. When it comes to these African black women, these white men know, black men, hold on, it's some nasty work. It's some nasty work. They know what they can get away with. It's pretty much it's pretty much something that'll put you in hell, black men. Let's call it that, right? But they know. They know, right? These guys know. Again, the American black woman, if she's traveling, let's keep it a buck. She got bread, whether she put that trip on a credit card or she paid for it out of pocket. They got bread, and they travel in groups too, so they know. You know what I'm saying? Black men, they know. All I'm saying is, around the world, the image is dirt, right? Yeah, these guys may go into Africa doing certain things. You may have African women abroad in the Middle East and in Asia doing certain things, right? Working. But it's no different, right? You got the American black woman or the European black woman flying into Africa, flying around the Caribbean and South America, paying men to smash. You know what I'm saying? So guys already know what time it is, man. But anyways, black man, I'm out. Peace.